What's up everybody, Stress-Free, back in a Diablo 4 video. We're going to be taking a look at Incinerate Sorceress and how it takes on Pit 102, slowly making progress. But it seems like this build kind of caps out, or like maybe cap out like a 104, 105. We'll see how the progress goes, but I'll keep everybody updated. I'll also be leaving the link to the full build guide, and I'll have a visual build guide in the video if anybody interested in that. If you guys enjoy this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe. Now let's get into the pit run. Now let's take a look at the gear I was wearing. Alright, let's start with the helm. Of course, we going here with Arab Edition, probably S tier this season again. A lot of classes plus Sorks. Here primarily I went for try to get more masterwork on core skills, and also got one of the hits on lucky hit chance. Here probably the most important one, also the unique aspect. We get like 60% more damage, which is pretty insane for a helmet slot. And for the runes, I got Igni Cry, so it basically stores offering every 0.3 seconds. And we got a cast of Vortex here, which is pretty important when you, it's very stationary and you just want the mobs to come to you. Next we got the Shroud of False Death, once again, still S tier after all these seasons. I even tried different chaos armors in this slot. It still seems like this, like, very strong, especially for Sorks. Here we're going for, you want to probably try to hit all stats 3 times, and you probably want to have that GA, but I wasn't lucky enough. But I got it to like halfway there. And for the gem slots, I'm going for Int. Next we got the gloves. Here I got the aspect of engulfing flames. It can basically buff us up your burning damage. And here you want also, you're looking for GA either on intelligence, and you want to have a GA on core skills, but that's kind of hard to get. And you probably want to hit more core skills here. I got it to 4, but probably should roll it. I was kind of satisfied with the damage over time. And for the tempers, also vuln damage is pretty good. Also be looking for that kind of stat. And the other one I got is Incinerate size. Next, probably the most important item, kind of is, yeah, the most important item for this build. You want to have the Flame Scar. Here I got very lucky. I got a GA on the Incinerate, and I hit it twice. I was pretty satisfied with that. And I also hit the lucky hit chance. And here we got, while you challenge Incinerate, you got little embers flying out. I'm not sure how strong that is, actually. That could need a buff, technically. And for the gem slots, going again with Int. Next we got Crown of Lucian, probably another must-have item for this build. It's really good for the cooldown reduction, which I had a GA and I hit it twice. But the unique aspect here, which is nice, is that you get increased damage and resource core reduction is increased by 30% for 4 seconds, stacking up 5 times. So it's just pretty good for buffing up your damage. Basically almost like, also almost 100% here you could get. And of course the cooldown reduction is really good. As for the two-handed weapon, we're going with overheating aspect. So after challenge Incinerate for 2 seconds, it deals 193 increased damage for 5 seconds. Cast Incinerate refreshes and maintains this bonus. Also use like an upgrade for this one. There's only 1 GA, but yeah, I got Int, pretty much probably one of the most important stats you could hit here. And we got 110% damage, and we got vuln damage, and then for the tempers I got fire damage and chance for Incinerate to deal double damage. So it's pretty much kind of getting like 100% of Incinerate to do double damage with the flame scars and the staff. As for the amulet, we got the flamethrowers here aspect, where Incinerate just splits into 3 beams and deals 134% of normal damage. Here, of course, you're looking for Int. I got lucky hit chance, and plus I got +4 inner flames, which that thing is nice. And tempers, of course, got vuln damage again, and I'm also going with the infernal cooldown reduction. Next, we got the rings. The first one we got is conflagration aspect, and here while challenging Incinerate, your burning damage is increased by 40%, and enemies damaged by Incinerate explode, burning all surrounding enemies for 1,645 over 6 seconds. This can only occur every 3 seconds. But here I got Int, vuln damage, and I got lucky hit chance, hit twice. I'm not gonna roll that also. Then we go into, and we got lucky hit chance has a 91% chance to make enemies vulnerable for 2 seconds. And I got vuln damage and infernal cooldown reduction. Next we got Ring of Starless Skies. This one I got really lucky. Hit core skills 6 times. So you should to try to do that also. And of course we got the unique aspect here, which is also cracked. It gives you like 50% more damage, which is really sick. As for the gems, I'm almost stacking the skulls for 240 armor for like my defensive package, because you're running really low armor in this spec and you want to have it maxed out since you always spend time up front. That's the gear right there. Well, let's go over the skill tree real quick. We're going for Firebolt because one of the variants you have the Firebolt shooting out and it increases the burning damage by 25%, which is really nice. Here I got Incinerate, of course. That's the core build here. We're going for Enhanced Incinerate into Destructive Incinerate. Gives 30% less damage while burning from Incinerate. Good for the defensive package. And of course we got Fireball for the execute. When you have those elites that you want to kill off quick, you just go with this. And here I got Elemental Dominance. I'm basically getting free increased damage because we always have like insane amount of mana with the new shield. That's pretty much it for the core side. We get Flame Shield, then we get Teleport into a Mystical Teleport for the Crackle Energy to get more boost in damage. Of course, you're going for Glass Cannon, and I got like a few points in this just to reset my defensive a little quicker. Yeah, we're going for Frost Nova and to Shimmering Frost Nova because now I can just like give you 100% of your mana back, which is pretty cracked. Summoned area, we're going for Mana Shield, just more damage reduction. Now we got for the masteries, we're going for Inner Flames, very strong, because basically we're always healthy. And we got Devouring Blaze, which is probably not that good. You could like swap that out. And we also got Firewall into Mage's Firewall. That's going to be part of your enchantments that we're going to take a look at. As for the ultimate area, of course, you want Inferno, really good. Just make targets a little more vulnerable, I guess. And we're going into Endless Pyre. More increased burning damage, very strong. I got 1 point in Warmth. And we also got with Soulfire. Here we're also going for Permafrost. I'm just trying to keep like, I have Frost Nova here for my skills. And then we got Icy Touch, more Vuln damage, and Hurt Frost. Because sometimes when you freeze enemies with your Frost Novas, you get to increase your damage over here. Pretty nice. Now we got Elemental Synergies for more damage. Invocation for cooldown reduction, always good. We got Concurring Currents into Convulsions. Little buff when you teleport. And as for the key passives, we got Combustion. And that gives us 100% more damage. And increases your burning effects by 50%. And additional 20 of your burn damage. Pretty nice. Let's go over the Paragon board that I have. In the starter zone, we got Pyromaniac. It hits all the rare nodes by a big percentage. Plus, when you cast Incinerate, increase your fire damage up to 18%. Pretty strong. And it gives you extra fire damage from the legendary bonus. You want to hit these nodes also. Pretty nice. The bottom over here. Then we're going to the next board. We got Burning Instincts. Gives us 90% more burning damage, which is part of our build. And for the rune, you got Flame Feeder here. So basically increases burning damage when you put points in dexterity in this area. We're going for Explosive, and we go for Cinders. And try to take all the dex nodes in this area. Pretty strong. And we're going for Kindling and Safeguard. And Keeper of the Flames. Very strong board. Next we're going into Fundamental Release. Some Vuln damage extra. And we also got Kindling and Suffuse Resilience. Definitely want more resistance to all elements, very strong. And for here we got Elementalist. Once again, we're buffing up the rare nodes. So we're getting a ton of multipliers here for that. And what else we got here? And Electromagnetism for extra long damage enemies, plus you're getting extra life and damage reduction. Very nice. And we go into the next board. We got Frigid Fate, 60% more vuln damage. I'm going for Elemental Favor. And for the rune here, we got Tactician. Also buffs up all the rare nodes. Like we have Weakness and Elemental Favor. And of course, I'm going for I get advantage here. Extra cold resist. And I got Oppressive. Very nice. Extra 50% more vuln damage here. And another 25%. Very strong. Next, we got the last and the final board. We go with Enhanced Master. So basically, if you have two enhancements of the same element, they're much stronger. And we try to keep like both fire ones once I show you all the skills loadout that I have. And here for the rune, I got torch, more burning damage for every willpower, also very strong. Here we got elemental balance and tactician. And you want to go for all the willpower nodes in this area, the extra burn damage. And we got toughened, and we're going for suffused resilience, runes, and blessing, and this Paragon Board. And so let's go to the skill assignment. So take a look at what the enhancements I got. So of course Incinerate I'm running, Flame Shield, Frost Nova, Inferno, Fireball for the execute, and Teleport for mobility, and extra crackling energy. And as for enchantments, we got the Fireball enchantment. This one is we're using it because we want to get the extra burning damage when the fire is off. And for the second one, I got the Firewall. Also pretty strong because it increases the burning damage by 25% for enemies, and they continue burning after they leave it. Let's see if anything else interesting on this one. And that's pretty much it. And you can also have the Incinerate here as a secondary option. This spawns like another snake that shoots flames. I'm still testing it. I feel like they're kind of close, but I think the Firebolt might be the best one. And that's for that. Oh yeah, let's do the chaos perks. And that's also pretty important. Of course, we got Mana Shield, very broken, almost makes you unkillable. So I bet it also solves a ton of your mana issues. You can just spam Incinerate it non-stop. Very strong. And I'm also using Crazy Brew just for the extra, attack speed. It works out, it's pretty decent. So there's like no other good choices. And for next one, advanced techniques. Your core skills ranks increase their mana cost by 10%, but you increase the damage by 20%. And we're buffing core skill damage. And once again, we got Pyro Siphon. Your core skills deal 100% increased damage, but also reduce your maximum current resources by 20. So we don't care about that. We have like unlimited mana. So once again, very strong. And those are probably the best choices here. What mercenaries I'm going for. Of course, I got it right here. I like them for the all resists. Easier to fix your resistances. And of course, I like the ground slam. It gives you a bunch of buffs to your damage. And of course, we're going for the Varanya for the Bloodthirst. Just like tie it to your main ability here, which is Incinerate. So what else? I think I got everything that I wanted to talk about. We want to. Oh yeah. So also another thing I could discuss is the elixir package that I'm using. I got the elixir of advantage for more attack speed and lucky hit chance, and I got Sage's Whisper, extra 100 more int, and you also want to be fixing your armor. So this is like the best way to do it, to get a Song of the Mountain, use a 300 more armor, and also to fix up more of your resistances, you get Smoothing Spices, and it gives you extra armor here. These are my elixir and potion package. Hope that helps. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. That's the full build guide. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe for more D4 content. I'll be releasing more Sorc stuff if you guys are interested in that. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody.